Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending upon the time zone you're in. I am your host Jasveer, and this is Author to Author, where I talk to some amazing people. This episode of Author to Author brings to you Susmita Gupta. She is a storyteller. So let's get together in welcoming Susmita Gupta to Author. Susmita, welcome.
Hi, hello everyone. This is Sushmita Gupta. Professionally, I'm an HR, but passionately, I'm a writer. And the journey of writing started years and years ago. So I began writing my first novel in the year 2019, and I successfully published in the year 2020. So it's going that way only.
Great. Sushmita, thank you so much for introducing yourself. And you said
Thank you
that
so much.
you've been writing for a long time. So what is
Yeah.
that first thing you remember writing, and when was it?
The idea of writing came to my mind around 10 years back. But since I was not from a literature background, so I didn't know that how to write a story. But several types of stories used to form into my mind, but I didn't have the courage to write it down. So what I did is that I started reading books. I have started reading romantic books or whatever it is. I started reading apart from academic books. So it started that way only, and I began writing short quotes or short poems like that. And the journey of an author, it began in the year 2019 with my first novel. So
Tell us something
it
about your
took
first
me,
book, and how was the feeling?
yeah, the feeling was great. And since it was my first book, so it's like it's very special to me. It's a romantic love story of Karan and Shilpa, who are dramatically different from each other. And when two different person meets, one question definitely arises, that whether we'll be able to make it as a couple in the end or no. So that's the turning point of the story, that those who believe in destiny, so they will definitely, that question will arise, that whether the destiny will it will conspire in their favor or not. So that's what the story is all about. It's a romantic story, that revolves around the lives of the main protagonists, Karan and Shilpa, starting from acquaintance, friendship, love, romance, rumor, jealousy, and lots of drama.
Okay. So guys, you can join Karan and Shilpa's journey in To Love That Knows No Bound, which is available on Amazon in ebook and paperback format. It's an exciting story.
In fact, I'm launching the second edition of To Love That Knows No Bound very soon,
Wow.
in early June 2021.
Can't wait to read that. All the best for that book, Sushmita.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So your journey started 10 years ago in terms of writing, and finally you are a published author now. So what does
Yeah.
writing mean to you? I mean, has the meaning of writing sort of changed for you, and why do you write?
It's changed because 10 years back I thought of writing, but it was just limited to myself. I didn't expose it, nobody knew it. But when I exposed my writing, it was sort of connecting with lots of readers and followers. So that is very, very special to me. So that was a massive change, you
Okay.
can say.
So when you say that you were not sharing, were you maintaining some kind of a diary or a journal, a personal diary or a journal?
Yeah, in diary. It was just limited to myself. I was very conscious about the fact, because I was not that public kind of a person, because I knew that once I expose it, I have to be a public figure.
Wow. Yeah,
So
absolutely.
that was a conscious thing. And when my friends came to know about this, and so they encouraged me a lot, that when you were writing it, why don't you expose it? You expose it. So that's what the encouragement came from.
Right. Writing, just like any other public platform, be it public speaking or express yourself in front of people, has got the same fears, as public speaking.
Correct, correct, correct.
People are. I was scared. My
Yeah,
first book is
even me
actually
too.
my journal.
Yeah. Okay, okay.
My first book, version 1.5, is actually nothing but my own personal diary, wherein I've jotted down some memories from my childhood in the 80s. And,
Okay.
somebody saw it and said, you've got about 50,000, 55,000 words. Why don't you convert this into a book? I said, wow, amazing. Why would people read about a common man's story? So that's how my first
Right.
book, was sort of written. Yeah, it was nothing but my diary.
Yeah, since 2018 till 2021 means, as what I have observed is that you have written lots of books. So how you made it possible?
So you're not
That is
interviewing me.
No, I was so inspired. Even I told my mom also, I will be connecting with such an author who has written so many books. Means I was really inspired, and I talked about this with my mom as well.
Thank you so much. I'm really honored, Sushmita. A surprising fact about me is that I have learning disorder. I
Okay.
am not very good in studies, and for the past 18 years, till the time I wrote my first book, I had never read a book. So
Okay.
I had never even seen how a novel looked like after college. My college was in fine arts and then MBA in HR. So I read a lot of books then. Yes, fine
Mhm.
arts was about reading Shakespeare. Fine art was about reading some Indian authors as well. But then, after studies, after completing college, there was nothing, virtually nothing. I tried reading some books, but then I failed. I just could not concentrate. I hardly remember the characters of my book. Sometimes during interviews, the interviewer is asking me about a particular character, and I really have to think, oh my God, that's my character? Wow, okay. So, yeah, but, learning disorder does not stop the ideas from coming in. I have ideas every now and then, and I put them in folders. So even before I started writing, I had about, I'd say, 150,000 words written randomly,
Oh my. Oh wow.
different stories. And those are the very things which I am converting into books nowadays. And my seventh book is called Abracadabra. It's an anthology. Essays, motivational essays that I had written some time ago, some essays that I had written during COVID, some stories from my life. There is a story about my father. Then there is a random story about a dog, a street dog, which I used to feed. He died. So there is a story about that. So now the question, how did I write so many books? I use everyday situations in my stories. I use everyday life in my stories. And,
Okay.
I believe that there is a story every second taking place around us. All you need to do is just
True.
observe. I'm a very keen
Yeah,
observer.
that's true. That's true.
Yeah, so I observe and I write a lot. And I'm on my phone whenever I'm traveling in public transport, even in Canada. I see a church, I immediately click a pic. I said, I'm going to use this church in my next book. So I keep doing that. Yeah, I'm not going to talk much. We are here to listen to you. Because if I start talking, I can't stop. So, what is the first thing you remember that you had written? The first thing, was it a quote? Was it a story?
Yeah, it was a quote.
Do you remember
It was
what
a
it
quote,
was?
and it was inspired from those real life incident only. I don't remember what was the quote, but it was a quote. And I still remember when I wrote it, I got it checked from my friend कि देख तो ये इसका grammatical ठीक है ना, but the grammar is okay ना. I got it checked, but I actually don't remember what's the quote it was all about.
Another amazing fact about my books is that none of them are edited. All my books are self-published, and when it comes to self-publishing and specifically editing, you need a huge budget for editing in India. And unfortunately, I haven't had that huge budget allocated for my books, so they are not professionally edited. But my grammar is really, really bad.
Even
so-
mine too. That's why I remember that whenever I wrote that quote, I got it checked from my friend कि देख तो इसका grammatically ये ठीक है कि नहीं है.
My wife does that. My wife does that. She's my editor, but she's not an
Okay.
expert editor. So
Okay.
she edits it from the point of view of basic grammar. She doesn't edit it from the point of view of like a professional copy editor, who would sit down and sort of format a book. So it's the way I write. I write books and publish books the way I do it. And some of my books I've published for 0 rupees. I not even
Okay.
spend a single penny on them. And I share that a lot with people. You don't need to spend money on publishing, spend money on marketing your book.
True. That's true.
Publishing is a process that can be done for free in India. There are options. If you
Yeah.
do some research, you'll find that. But you spend money on marketing. So
That's a true confession.
yeah, it's a confession, and I write it in my books. Even in Abracadabra, it starts with a quotation that I don't know how a book looks like because I've not read many books. So I write the way I like. If you like it, please read it. So this was right around when I was working on the idea for my second book. My first book was already out, and I was in the process of working on the theme for the second book. Is when I shared the idea with a close friend of mine. But then everybody said, your next book is going to be romance, right? I said, yeah. Why don't you read some romantic books? That's when I read a few Chetan Bhagat books, and I really love that guy. I love his storytelling.
I started with Chetan Bhagat book only.
Yeah, I like it. He's an Indian author.
Yeah,
He
I
writes-
also like his stories.
Yeah, so people have criticized
So you were in
but I love him.
Yeah, even I also like his books and stories. But you were in Kolkata in which place exactly? Because I also originally I belong to West Bengal.
Oh, Santragachi.
Acha,
so-
Santragachi. It's okay.
It's a
I'm
different
from North
junction.
Bengal.
So it's a different junction, right? But it's close to Kolkata.
Yes.
I remember as a kid, the only Gurdwara that we could visit was in Kolkata city.
Acha.
I remember, I think, if I'm not wrong, it was in Bora Bazaar.
Bora Bazaar. Yes.
So
True.
from Santragachi, we would take a bus, and then we would reach a point wherein we had to take a motor launch. So one of the highlights of my childhood is, on the river and that motor launch. And then the drizzle happened. So I've tried to kind of describe that in my book in simple
Okay.
language. And so, yeah, it started from there. I remember the school's name was St. Mary's Convent School.
Okay.
I even remember that. So I have vivid memories of Kolkata because, that was a kind of highlight of
So
my
you
life.
so you understand Bengali as well?
No, long gone.
Okay.
But I understand bits and I have a lot of Bengali friends. My best friend is a Bengali, and so we keep talking ki holo, just jokingly, But I can understand bits and pieces of Bengali, but really can't speak in
Okay.
Bengali. So, yeah,
Okay.
I love the place. I visit Kolkata and always have that kullad wali chai. So I have that. That's something I love.
Yeah,
I still
Kolkata
love
people
that.
have different warmth.
No, I love Kolkata. I love Salt Lake City. I love
Salt Lake.
Kolkata town. I love it. It's sort of, I'm
That's
connected to Kolkata, still connected to it.
That's
So-
great.
Yeah. So, when we talk about you writing quotes initially, so what was the inspiration? I mean, why did you want to write quotes? And has it changed now that you're a published author, the inspiration?
No, the inspiration hasn't changed. Even I write daily. Quotes I write daily, and I post it in my social media channel as well, in Instagram or in Facebook. I write now also. I write quotes on love, romance, life especially, and friendship, all that. It will go on. Even I have mentioned a few quotes in my books also.
Okay.
The
which
quotes
is-
that I've written years back, that I have mentioned in my books also. In my first novel also, then in my second book, which will be published in few months, I have used those quotes in that book also.
Wonderful. So, which is the latest quote that you remember? You really like.
I have written one quote a few days back only about positivity. Wait, I'll just see. Yeah, let your positivity outshines the rest. This I wrote it few days back only, 2-3 days back.
Okay.
This is the last quote that I have written in these 2-3 days, because
Okay.
I have been pretty occupied with my office work so much that now I was not getting time. In this full month, I was very, very busy.
That is something people keep asking me, are you writing full time? I said, I wish I can write full time. But
time crunch remains.
Exactly. Writing is till the time you're an established author, writing is part time. You work full time to make a living, and then you write whenever you get time. So fortunately, I wish writing can be full time. I wish I can write forever, and people pay me for that. But that doesn't happen.
That doesn't happen.
That's the most difficult part about writing, I think.
True.
So what's your favorite line from the book, To Love That Knows No Bound?
Tomorrow is not guaranteed to anyone. This is so matched up well, no? Even when this corona came, it matched up well. Tomorrow is not guaranteed to anyone. That is, it's hence proved, especially during this pandemic. Tomorrow is not guaranteed to anyone. Our life is so uncertain. So
Absolutely.
This is the most favorite quote, that bank balance, property, and the arrogance based on them, status, everything, it will turn into ashes after we are off from this world. Because tomorrow is not guaranteed to anyone. This quote is so true, and I love it. I use it everywhere.
I think something that I've learned out of COVID is that you need to accept the present. Unless and until you accept the present, you will not be able to move ahead. And
as well as embrace the change. This exactly. I always tell to even I connect with the students of universities. So in the past 5 months, I have connected with the student of NIT, VIT, HMRITM, then JCRC University. So I've connected with lots and lots of students, and I have always passed on this message that embrace the change. And this change is something, which is inevitable. Whether we like it or no, we have to accept it. And it is hence proved after this pandemic.
So
this I always pass on this message, especially to the students. I love connecting with the students. So I always tell them, embrace the change.
Absolutely,
we have to accept it. Because we can't give up also. Giving up is not a solution. So we have to face it. Whatever it is, we have to face it.
The new normal, as we are calling it, wearing a mask, using a hand sanitizer, is the new normal, right?
Is the new normal, yes.
New normal is normal now. Accept it. That's it. People who accepted it, I believe, are safe, and people who've not accepted it have sort of taken an unnecessary risk and put everybody else at risk as well. So I think that's so true. And I love this quote, tomorrow is not guaranteed to anyone.
Tomorrow is not guaranteed to anyone.
True. So, we've talked about how difficult it is managing your full-time career and then writing.
True.
And you've become a published author now, right? So what is your favorite part of publishing, and what is the least favorite part of publishing?
Favorite part of publishing is everything is favorite. The least favorite part is which I don't like is proofreading. I don't like proofreading at all. I don't have the patience only. And that is the most important part of publishing, that is proofreading. And rest everything, I like it. There is nothing that which I don't like. I like everything, whatever it is. But that proofreading, it really pisses me off.
So have you gotten into a situation wherein, you finished the book, you said, that's it. This is the manuscript, final manuscript.
Yeah.
But you started reading it again, just one final look, and you said, "Well, you know what? This is not right. This is not right. This is not
Yeah,
right."
it
And
happened. It
you ended
happened
up
many
changing.
times.
That happens to you?
It Yeah, it happens.
That is the
It
most difficult
happens.
part for me.
Yeah,
You
that is
know,
the most difficult. Yeah, true. That is the
going
most
through
difficult,
my
and it happened.
manuscript, if I look at
And
my manuscript from 2 years, version one and a
hmm.
half, I am scared of reading it myself. You know why? Because I might think this is not right. I must change
Yeah,
this. This is a new idea.
yeah. It happens. It
Oh
happens.
God, the brain is always beaming with new ideas and new ideas for the same book. That's the worst part
Yes.
about proofreading. So I'll
Yeah.
leave it to others.
Yeah.
That's
Even I also don't like
I
this
agree with you.
proofreading.
Even for me, proofreading is really difficult. My own work, proofreading is very difficult. Sushmita, I love the title of the book. To love that knows
That
no
knows
bound.
no
It's very
bound.
unique. So how did you come up with the title of your book?
The main theme of the story is, uh, there's a saying, love knows no boundaries. It is an intense, when you love someone, it is that intense, strong feeling, that seems to have no limit. You,
Mm-hmm.
because love knows no boundaries. So it can happen with anyone at any point of time.
Okay.
So that's what the story is all about. It's a story between Karan and Shilpa, who are completely different, you can say, dramatically different. So that is the main thing of the story, main fact.
So Karan and Shilpa, are they inspired from real life people or are they completely
No.
fiction?
It's complete. It's a complete fiction only.
Okay, completely fiction. Okay.
Yeah.
And this is kind of my favorite part. Everybody aspires for this. We like it or not. People keep saying books are books, movies are movies, but then
Yeah.
it feels really good to see your work on the silver screen, right? So
Yeah. True.
if a movie is made out of your book, which actors will play, the characters of your book? Who will be Karan and who will be the female lead?
Okay, female lead. I feel that I think Alia Bhatt can portray it well, and the male one, I'm not sure. I think Ranveer Singh can do
Wow.
it. I feel.
that is going
This
to be a
question.
very good
Yes.
movie.
This
Gully
question
Boy.
is asked by. Yeah, this question is asked by. Matlab, almost everyone asked me this question, that who would be that actor portraying the character of Shilpa and Karan. But I think Alia Bhatt and Ranveer can make the best pair.
Wonderful. Yeah, I'm sure they're going to make a wonderful pair. They make a wonderful pair, actually. I love Gully Boy. I
Yeah.
love them in Gully Boy. Okay, so Sushmita, the writer, which writers have inspired you? I mean, what does Sushmita read when she's not writing?
Okay. See, I love to read motivational self-help books, especially. So it guides me. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I have followed Shiv Khera, and recently my recent read is Ikigai, that Japanese book, that secret to Japanese, that book. So that is my recent read, and apart from that, the first story that I have ever read in my life is Ruskin Bond's one story, that is The Night Train at Deoli. It is a very famous story. So I read that story when I was in school, and that story was a part of our syllabus only. I studied in ICSE board school, so I think I was in class 8, and that story was there. So since then, I have become a huge fan of Ruskin Bond. So
I think, Indian education and Ruskin Bond go hand in hand.
Yes,
But a lot of short stories in English books throughout the years you read them. So Ruskin Bond is kind of part of CBSE syllabus.
Yeah. So I like Ruskin Bond's book. Though I haven't read much of his book, but I like the way he writes, as well as his writings are, it's simple, but it has a certain standard, which makes him stand apart from other writers. I feel it. So I love reading his books.
He is great.
Yeah,
And,
he is
I
great.
follow him on Instagram. You must do that. And
Yes. Even I
he
do.
shares a lot of motivational tips on Instagram.
Yeah.
He's active
Yeah.
there. So he's one author I really follow.
Even me
so-
too.
you said that you're working on part 2. Any other ideas that you're working on in future?
Apart from part 2,
Yeah.
no. At present, I'm not writing anything. After To Love That Knows No Bound, I have published a short story, that is Was It Love or Lust? It's a 14-page story, and this part 2 of To Love That Knows No Bound I have written during lockdown.
Oh,
I
okay.
think in the month of March. Yeah, I've started writing from the month of March 2020. This one.
Okay.
And yeah.
So you're a very focused author, which means, at one time you only write one story, right?
Because, at that time I had time, matlab, time tha. During lockdown.
Yeah.
So work from home, and apart from that, only writing. Work from home and writing. So I completed that one. Means I started writing at that time only from March 2020, and I finished it almost in not 9-10 months. It took me 9-10 months to complete that book.
Okay. Great. And if you had that one message for the young and aspiring authors, what would it be?
I always tell people, do not give up, no matter what the situation is, or no matter what happens in your life. Just do not give up. Get up and face the world. This is my message.
Yeah,
No matter what
happens,
happens, because giving up is not a solution. Giving up
Yeah.
is not a solution at all.
Yeah. And something I share with everybody is that I started writing when I was about 37, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I already had an established career, and then I started writing. So it's never too late. You can be
it's never too
60
late.
years
Yeah.
old, and Colonel Saunders of KFC is a classic example wherein
Yes,
he started
yes,
KFC
yes.
after
True,
60.
true.
And so
True,
he's kind of
true.
a inspiration for everybody.
Yeah, he's the
Yeah.
biggest inspiration for everyone.
So it's never too late to start.
It's never too late.
And
Right.
this is the pertinent question that I ask everyone. Or paperback, which one do you prefer?
I prefer paperback only.
Why?
I love that, the fragrance of a new book.
Oh,
Especially, that is the thing which attracts me. And I am a hoarder. So I'm a book hoarder, you can say.
wow.
So whichever book I read, I always want to keep a physical copy of it. So that's why I prefer paperback mostly.
Yeah, it's my dream to have a huge library with thousands and thousands of books.
Yeah, same here.
Thank you so much. So, guys, that was Susmita Gupta for you. She can be found on Amazon. You can follow her over there. And she's got an Amazon Author Central profile wherein you can see her upcoming work and other updates. She's also available on Instagram and Facebook. You can follow her there as well. Sushmita, thank you so much for taking out time to talk to me. It was really
Thank you so
wonderful
much.
talking to you. And I
Thank
really
you so much.
especially love talking about Kolkata because that is my favorite place.
Thank you so much.
Really lovely talking to you. So guys, that was author Sushmita Gupta for you. Thank you so much for taking time out to listen to us. And I will get back to you with another amazing personality in the next episode. Till that time, take care and have a good day.